We are near all-time highs in Bitcoin while the tariffs are still ongoing. Does that not make you excited? We are one tweet, one update, one Trump press conference away from all-time highs. What's up? In today's video, we're going to talk about altcoin season and the sole fact that it's going to happen with or without you. But if you're watching this video, if you're still in crypto, there's a good chance you're going to be here during altcoin season and not only be here, but make massive profits. And we touched on this topic today in live stream, but if you missed that, we're going to get into some metrics. Today was the day that we crossed over into greed. Happened last night. I made a tweet about it. By the way, follow me on Twitter if you want. I'm running a 7-day free trial on Patreon. Link will be in the description and pinned comments down below. More than happy to join. Signals, support group, guidance, questions. So as you can see here, we're in greed. You click this and look how quickly things have turned around, right? We went from neutral literally yesterday to greed today. And Bitcoin specifically is at 103K. Now, I did say in my video, the last one, that I think Bitcoin could go back below 100K. It could. But it's looking like we're holding about this 2 trillion level and that Bitcoin is only $6,000 away from the previous all-time high. That is insane. When you click this 7-day chart, look at how Bitcoin was fighting resistance the whole level here. Pump, and then a fake out, down again, and then boom. And the crazy part is this is happening while the tariffs are still ongoing. We are near all-time highs in Bitcoin while the tariffs are still ongoing. Does that not make you excited? We are one tweet, one update, one Trump press conference away from all-time highs, which is insane. And if you don't think altcoin season's happening, you better change your mind because altcoin season is happening. It is so close. It's not happening yet, but man, it is happening. And I was saying today, if you had just DCA'd, 2 weeks ago, 30 days ago, you're already up 2, 3, 4, 5, 10x. We're up 10x on some of our DCAs alone. And the crazy part is this is not even close to altcoin season. And when you go to Ethereum, a big reason why we're seeing these rallies, by the way, Ethereum rallied past 2,000 because they recently had an upgrade. And if you remember from last year, if we go to last May, it was around 4,100. I don't know why it's not showing here, but it was around 4,100 last May. And that was when we saw a top for altcoins, for a select few altcoins, of course. And we are still about half of the all-time high from last cycle. So we're seeing these rallies without Ethereum even getting close to an all-time high yet. Now, if we go back to the metrics and check out Bitcoin dominance, we're still in the 60% range. We're just shy of 63%. Ethereum did touch base at 7% and almost went below it. And the fact that we are already up closer to 9% Ethereum is very good. Okay, we need Ethereum to do well. If you go back to the peak of last year to end the year, Bitcoin dominance was around 58%. We're roughly 5% away from that alone. And Ethereum back then was 12%. And it was even in the 4,000 range to end the year last year. And we're seeing coins like, meme coins especially. We covered Moodang today on today's live stream. This one went from 2 cents, literally like overnight, to friggin' 15 cents. Insane. You got coins like Turbo that are up over a 4x last 30 days. You got coins like Arrow, which is up over a 2x in the last 30 days. It was actually like 30 cents when we DC'd into it. We're seeing a lot of rallies for altcoins, and this is not even like what's coming. And the crazy part is a lot of people surprisingly are still out of the markets. I just saw Bitcoin get talked about on the news the other day at the gym, right? And that's usually a clear sign that retail is going to FOMO back in. Once the news stations start talking about it, your barber, your family, your friends, that's when you know crypto's starting to top out at and you want to take some profits. But man, it's looking like we're gonna get this May pump that we've been waiting for. And if that's the case, I am ready for profits. I have not taken profits yet, but I am ready. And if you're just waiting for altcoin season, you have to watch Bitcoin dominance. Again, it has to go below 60% for sure. And to see the altcoin season we're all thinking and dreaming about, it has to go below 50% or at the very least 55% for this cycle because this time around we do have institutions in, we have ETFs, banks. It's a little different in terms of how far dominance can drop before we see altcoins ripping. It's crazy to see some altcoins ripping already, and Bitcoin dominance is still very high, which is abnormal. But again, it shows the power of crypto, how aggressive and fast these moves can be. So altcoin season, if you want to be a part of this and make a lot of money, again, start making moves. DCA. I literally showed you guys examples, and I can pull up many more of how just DCAs alone, you can be up many X's today. We've had people in our Discord today take profits, which is funny because like you would never think of taking profits at this stage in the market, especially at Bitcoin dominance is high and the altcoins being so far down from all-time highs. But they're in profit because they took action. And again, this is something that you have to really get used to. I know it's very boring to DCA. It's like, oh, we just want to buy new coins, chase 100Xs, and buying the dips is sometimes not reassuring because you're not really confident your coin's going to be rebounding. I was saying today, Mudang went from 68 cents all the way down to sub 2 cents. And if you were holding it from that price point, you're like, holy crap, is it even worth it? And I know for a fact many people got shaken out from that. We went from our average at 24-cent entry right down at 12x. But then what did I do? I DCA'd massively at 2 cents. And what did it do? It put me in a massive profit now because now my average went down significantly. So I'm not saying this to gloat or be, bragging or anything. I have nothing to brag about for sure, by the way. I'm just an average person like you. I'm just saying when you're proactive, when you sacrifice, when you start taking advantage of buying the dips, you buy the red. When the green does take place, it's going to be very good for you because now you're going to be in position to take profits a lot sooner than your peers. I know this is like regurgitating the same information, but this is why I say you have to do the same thing every single day. You have to be consistent. It's not about trying to be the perfect investor. It's just, okay, my averages are down, my watch list is up right now. Which coins can bring my average down? Which one's the best discounts? And which ones can I invest into right now? And then you go from there. And again, you're going to see many cryptos rip with altcoin season. It's not like you're only going to see 5 or 10. You're going to see a lot rip with altcoin season, but you want to be in the fast moving horses. You don't want to be in these, slugs unless you're conditioned to know what you're getting into. Obviously this comes down to your risk and how much of a risk taker you are. If you want to be in a safe stock-like mindset when it comes to crypto, then obviously your large caps, your layer ones, your top 50. But if you want to make a lot of money, we're talking 10x plus, you got to be rolling around in the mid cap section, the low caps. And I'll tell you this, it's very tough holding your cryptos during the reverse X's, right? Everyone wants to make a 5, 10, 20, 50, 100x. But until your coin goes down those X's, you really don't know what it's like. And I'm not here to say I want to see you go down and reverse 100x. That's actually pretty damn bad. That's actually a rug pull in that case. But you have to be conditioned to see downturn price action in crypto. And that's not a topic many investors want to hear. Okay. But I'm telling you, prepare for downside. That way, when it happens, you can buy. And if it doesn't happen, you just enjoy the pumps. It's a win-win, right? But when you're conditioned to just see pumps and you really hate dumps, and you have it wide in your head to like say, okay, when a dumps get scared and sell, when you start thinking like that, it's a very stressful environment. You're not giving yourself any chance to win. Altcoin season comes and goes. Pumps come and go. Dumps come and go. Nothing lasts forever in crypto. When you know this, that the sun's always going to come out despite how cloudy it looks on the surface, and you prepare along the way and say, okay, well, the sun is not out yet. I mean, although today it's coming out, but it's not out yet. But what can I do? Plant some seeds here, plant some seeds here, get some water, put some water in those plants. May take time to grow, but when it grows, what's going to happen? A massive freaking tree. It's going to be blossoming. So, use today as motivation for tomorrow. If you know you're not where you want to be today, but you know where you want to be tomorrow, then work on that. Have a plan in place. And again, it's really important to be part of a support group. Again, 7-day free trial. It's going to sell out. Once it does, it's done. There'll be a link in the description. But when you surround yourself around people, an environment where you want to be, it helps massively. You are the sum of your 5 people you hang out with most, or 3 people. So if you're around people who are always like hesitant, they're always second guessing themselves, they're unsure of themselves, they have lack of confidence, it's going to show in your behavior as well. And this is not the time to be unconfident. This is the time to be confident and reassured in yourself. And it's during the times of downwards price action where you really discover yourself. And when you see rallies like this, you get to enjoy it. But regardless, I think May is going to continue to pump. We'll see how the next Fed meeting takes place in June, but I think at least for May, this is going to continue. We could see some drawbacks here and there, some corrections, but again, just be ready. Okay, if you missed out, be ready with cash to buy the dips. And if you're just coming in the market today, just do your research, and you'll be more than well off than many who are just literally still away from crypto. A lot of people are still out of the market. Understand that they're going to lose. They're going to come back thinking they're going to win. They're going to lose. They're going to lose again and again and again and again. And they're going to blame everyone else but themselves. But you, who's watching, you are in a position today to win tomorrow. It is up to you how proactive you want to be to get to that goal. And I guarantee it, you keep stacking your cryptos. You get your positions dialed in. You get your averages low. You get that confidence up. You're going to come out of this a rich, financially free person with the power to do whatever you want when you want. And that's a beautiful thing at the end of the day. Anyways, quick video. I know it's a ranty video, but if you enjoyed this, please leave a like. Definitely helps a lot. With that being said, I hope you have a great day, and I'll see you in that next video. Peace.